Welcome to SWP, the Swedish Wrestling Podcast. Hello, welcome to a new episode of SWP, the Swedish Wrestling Podcast. This time it's about this week's Rampage. I hope you enjoyed the first episode. These first two episodes will come out at the same time, but if you tuned in for the first one and liked it and still listening to this podcast, then I'm very thankful and I hope you will stick with me for a long time. I'm not sure if I introduced myself properly the first time. I talked about my wrestling, not my wrestling background, but my background in watching wrestling. But I don't think I said my name, and that's kind of rude, isn't it? So my name is Fredrik Dahosha Johansson. Fredrik Johansson is a common Swedish name. Dahosha is from my Brazilian wife, so therefore I have a mixed name there, some Brazilian and some Swedish. Okay, I have introduced myself. I hope you will, as I said, stick with me for this podcast for a long time. If you like it, you can follow me on Instagram. It's Fredrik Dahosha, and you can support this podcast at patreon.com/swp support. I have some goals there. If I reach a certain amount, I will make more episodes. These AEW Dynamite and Rampage and pay-per-view episodes I make for free. But if you donate, I'm very grateful for that. And if we reach these goals, I will make more episodes about other wrestling companies like Impact, GCW, New Japan, MLW maybe. I have a thing for the Mexican wrestling. I don't watch a lot of that, but I try to watch the Triple Mania every year, and I enjoy that. And I don't know Spanish. I know Portuguese because my wife is from Brazil and they speak Portuguese there. So what I will come to is that when I watch Triple Mania, I usually watch it with Spanish commentators, not because I understand very much Spanish, but I really enjoy the Spanish commentators. They are so into it, and they have. Maybe some of you guys have watched more Mexican wrestling, CMLL and AAA than I have, but there's a commentator and he screams out when brutal, and yeah, I like I really enjoy the commentators, and they make the Triple Mania and the AAA wrestling very good. So on that note, what was I talking about? Yeah, I was talking about the goals on Patreon. If I was going to make any more episodes about other wrestling companies, and you can see the goals there if you go to patreon.com/swp support, and hopefully you will support the podcast with whatever amount you want to support it with, and as I said, I will make episodes about maybe Impact, GCW. It's all there. If the amount is the right, it's all about the money. It's the whole Cody Rhodes story. If it's not a work, the Cody Rhodes story, but we'll see. But probably it's about money, and he got shitload of money from WWE, I suppose. If everything is true about that, and he goes there, and it's the same case here. If I is going to start to watch WWE again, I need a shitload of money. So the goal for me to even start watching WWE again is $5,000. And if you pledge, all of you together pledge $5,001, I will even start to make episodes about Raw and SmackDown, even in this condition that the WWE is today. So fine, now I'm not going to beg for more of your money. Now we're going to go into what this podcast is about, and that is wrestling. We have the Friday night episode of Rampage. I really enjoy this format. It's 1 hour. It's 3 matches, maybe 4 matches sometimes. Some promos. This Rampage is like when NXT was good. When NXT was 60 minutes on WWE Network, and we had the Adam Coles, and we had the Malachi Blacks, and we had his name wasn't Malachi Black then, but whatever, Andrade. Yeah, when NXT was really good and they had their takeovers and everything, it was 60 minutes of pure enjoyment. It was easy watched. The match was great. The promos was great, and I think Rampage is kind of like that. I don't think Rampage is as good as NXT was when NXT was really, really, really good. But I like because I live in Sweden. I don't watch this episode live because they are in the middle of the night. So these episodes are late Friday night, and I don't watch them then. I go up on Saturday morning and I make breakfast and I turn on Rampage on Fight, and they're easy to watch. There's great wrestling, there's great promos, and it's a super nice start on the weekend, the Saturday morning, to watch AEW Rampage. So I really enjoy this episode. So let's dive into this week's Rampage. And here's another thing that I really like about AEW and Rampage in particular. When I turn on, the match is almost on the way. It's like 30 seconds, 50 seconds into the show. We get Sammy Guevara, Andrade. I've seen these there, and I love entrances. I love wrestling entrances, and they are a big part of wrestling, no doubt. But it's fine by me that they're both in the ring. You know the wrestlers. Everybody who watches AEW knows who Sammy Guevara is or Andrade. So you don't need the presentation here. Just hit it on immediately. Start with a great match, and here we have a match for the TNT championship. Sammy Guevara is the champion, and Andrade is the challenger. And these two, they put on a great match. I really enjoyed this. Sammy Guevara, he's so good, and Andrade, two great wrestlers here. We have at ringside, we have Matt Hardy and Isaiah Cassidy, and at one point in the match, Andrade tries to take away the turnbuckle, but the referee stops him. Matt Hardy does that instead on the other corner post and takes away the turnbuckle. Unfortunately, this misfires, and Andrade hits the exposed turnbuckle with his head, and Sammy Guevara can finish him with a double springboard cutter. Great match, great way to start Rampage. And afterwards we get a beatdown from Matt. He attacks Sammy Guevara, and Sting and Darby Allin comes in for the save, and we get some promotion for the 6-man tag team at Revolution, and Darby Allin nails the coffin drop on Cassidy as well, just for good measures, I presume. So great match, and looking forward to the 6-man at at Revolution there. It's amazing. Sting's he's fucking awesome. He's like 60 years old, and if you take the legends who make returns in WWE, like Goldberg and whatever, Sting can still go. He's a great wrestler still, and he does. I think he really knows what his limitations are, so he can work around that and put on a great match, especially in a tag team with like Darby Allin. But sometimes I when I see these matches with Sting and Darby Allin, unfortunately, I love Darby Allin. He's great. I love his character. I love his wrestling. But sometimes I think Sting steals the spotlight, and I don't think it's supposed to be that way. I don't think Sting and Tony Khan intends that either. They want a veteran there, a legend to elevate Darby Allin. But for me, sometimes I think it would be better off for Darby Allin not to have Sting there. I don't know what you guys think, but I think sometimes Darby Allin is in the shadow of Sting, and I don't think it's supposed to be that way. And as I said, I don't think Tony Khan and Sting or Darby Allin intends that either. But on the other hand, I like to see them together. They are kind of a match. So anyway, Sammy Guevara wins and retains the TNT Championship. And we get the 6-man on Revolution there. Next up, we have QT Marshall with a promo on Hook. Yeah, it's nothing special with this promo. QT Marshall tried to ambush Hook, but Hook does what Hook does and takes care of business. We have another segment here with Dan Lambert. Dan Lambert is great on the mic. Unfortunately, I don't know where they are going with this. Oh yeah, Sky wants a TNT title match, but it feels like this has been going on forever with Dan Lambert and Scorpio Sky and Lambert talking about that they don't get the title shots they earn. It's only people close to Tony Khan who gets, and whatever. It's been going on for so long, so I don't know if they even themselves know where this is going. So, but it looks like Dan Lambert here has convinced Tony Khan to give them a title match. So we'll see if that gets booked in the future. Then we have Wardlow versus this is a hard name to say, versus Nick Comoroto. I'm sorry Nick, and I'm butchering your name here, but anyway, we have Aaron Solo and Sean Spears at ringside. This isn't really a squash match. Nick, as I will call him in the future, gets some offense, or maybe I should call him the Berserker. He kind of have that look like the Berserker. Knicks get quite a lot of offense in this match, and but eventually it ends up with the Powerbomb Symphony from Wardlow, and he wins. Aaron Solo tries to attack, but Sean Spears intervenes there. So and Wardlow wants to do the Powerbomb Symphony on Aaron as well, but Sean Spears says that it's not. This move isn't over with the audience. What? I understand why he says that and why they does this. So the split from Wardlow and Sean Spears and MJF it's getting closer and closer, and you can see on Wardlow that he's not enjoying Sean Spears here, and I can't wait to see Wardlow on his own, to see what happens with him, because he as a character is over, and the Powerbomb Symphony is also very over. So I hope he will be successful in when he breaks free from MJF and Sean Spears, and he's on he is on his own. After this match, we have Serena Deeb's 5 minutes rookie challenge. This does nothing for me. I'm going to skip this part because I don't enjoy it at all. So then we have a contract signing between Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker, and this is just a standard contract signing. You have seen it 1 million times in WWE, not so many times in AEW, which is good because it was no surprise here. They talk crap to each other. Britt Baker makes a pretty good promo, as she usually does. And then everything breaks out in a fight, and Mercedes Martinez comes in and power bombs, I think it's Jamie Hayter, through the table. So it's a standard contract signing. On the other hand, Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker at Revolution, really looking forward to this. Thunder Rosa is probably my favorite female wrestler at the moment, so I don't know if she wins. I hope she wins. On the other hand, Britt Baker, she's definitely not my favorite wrestler, but I think she wears the championship. She's a really good champion, and she makes even great matches as well. So, Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker, they already had a great match, the Lights Out match. Hopefully they will make a really good match this time as well. So I want Thunder Rosa to win, but I think Britt Baker will retain the title at Revolution. Like Mark Henry says, it's time for the main event, and the main event this time is Orange Cassidy versus Anthony Bowens from The Acclaimed. We have Wheeler Yuta and Max Caster is at ringside as well. I really like that Cassidy before the match asked if, do I need to climb something to win this match? I enjoy Orange Cassidy so much. I like his comedy. I like his slacker style. I like his wrestling. I get very happy when I see Orange Cassidy in the ring, and I think he makes great matches as well. And this match was very good. Cassidy and Anthony Bowens. Good match between these two. At one point, Caster tries to interfere in the match, and we get the Danhausen spot that we have been given the last few weeks here, and Danhausen stops him, so Orange Cassidy can do his orange punch on first Caster and then Anthony Bowens, and he wins, and he's one of the participants for the Revolution ladder match. Yeah, that was pretty much it for this week's episode about Rampage. Rampage is sweet and short, 60 minutes, and this episode was hopefully short and sweet as well. A good episode. I really enjoyed it, and the Rampage episode. I mean, I hope you enjoyed the podcast episode, and I hope you will listen in next week as well. So thank you everybody who listened to this podcast, and see you next time. Bye.